Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Floss Tube episode number 40. Lucky number 40. I hope that you're doing well. It has been a month since my last Floss Tube. I don't know where time went, but I'm happy to be with you today. It is February 20th? I think 2020. My name is Liz. My company is Hello from Liz Matthews, and you are tuned into my Floss Tube channel. If you are not familiar with me, if we have not met yet, I am a cross-stitch designer living and working in Maryland. And I come on hopefully more than once a month and catch up with you, tell you what's been going on in my cross-stitch world, my personal world, and share maybe new releases and just exciting things in the needlework industry. So I am so excited to be back with you today. I have missed you. It's so funny. I was like, I don't have anything exciting to share. I don't have anything to say. Like, I don't have anything of value for Floss Tube. And then all of a sudden it was like, I needed to film, not only because I want to connect with you, but because a lot of things have started to pile up that I guess I didn't realize. So here I am. I am not expecting this to be the longest Floss Tube ever, but those are my famous last words, right? I say that and then we go on to like 49 minutes. So let's just start with a catch up and then we'll dive into all of the needlework stuff. I will give you a heads up. This is not a whip heavy, a stitch heavy Floss Tube. I do have like what I hope is exciting and valuable things to share with you, but it's not going to be like whip, whip, whip. You know, I don't often have a ton of whips, although I have lately, but I'll explain why I don't as we move through the video. But just wanted to let you know that from the get-go. As for me, I am doing really well. I've been really, really busy getting ready for Expo and just working. Aside from that, we've had some nasty weather. It's not so beautiful here in Maryland today, but I am not complaining, and my heart and thoughts go out to those friends in Texas. I'm thinking of you and hoping that you're all safe and well, and I'm just thinking of you. Aside from bad weather, but you know, it's actually been kind of pretty. I have to say, I don't want to drive in it. It's bad in that respect, but as far as being nice to look at from the comfort of my home as I stitch away, it's been really beautiful. So I have been enjoying that. Joe and I are continuing on the keto diet. Joe's lost 20 pounds. I've lost 1. Is that not just so typical of, typical couple diet, man-woman diet? I'm happy for him, but I'm really looking forward to getting into the groove of that and to start losing some weight. It's been fine. I talked to you about it before. It's fine. I know that it will kick in and I will start to slim down soon, I hope. I have been planning my garden like a mad woman. I share that a little bit on Instagram. If you don't follow me, my handle is Hello from Liz Matthews, and you'll get an even deeper dive into my personal day-to-day life, and I share things such as, my garden planning, Valentine's Day, which passed. So please join me there if you just want to get to know me a little bit more. But as for my garden planning, it's good. It's gonna be a good garden this year. I am planning on starting my seeds indoor, I think at the end of April? Nope, it might actually be the end of this month. I should probably check that. But I've ordered all the supplies to have a nice seed starting rack indoors so I can sprout everything from seeds. I reference and learn from a company called Floret. I will link them below. They have awesome books and awesome information and knowledge for you if you are interested in growing flowers. I believe they also do some vegetable seeds, but it's just a wealth of knowledge. That business is so good. So I will link it here if you want to go follow them. They just did a seed starting mini workshop online that I viewed, and that's where I figured out all of the things that I need to buy to get these seeds started inside. So that should actually be arriving today now that I think about it. that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna set it up in my studio. It's where we have the most free space in the house, so I'll share that with you on Instagram as it gets going. Really, really excited about that. Valentine's Day, like, these are my notes for what's been going on in my life. That's what my brain feels like lately. I feel like I just can't keep it all straight. It's all about list right now. So Valentine's Day, as notated on my list, was uneventful. We got snow. We didn't do much. I think we watched a movie, had some champagne. Uneventful, but I hope that you guys had a good Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, whatever you celebrated. It's not a big holiday on our radar, to be honest, but I like, don't tell Joe, I kind of am more into Galentine's Day than Valentine's Day. Is that weird? I don't know. I feel like I rather celebrate love randomly, but I like dedicating a little Galentine's Day love on the 13th. So I hope that you guys had a good little mini holiday and that you guys have been well. Have you been seeing all of the reveals and releases and sneak peeks for Expo? I'm so excited. So Needlework Expo is for the needlework industry. It is a virtual online show that's happening this year, March 5th, 6th, 7th. I'm not sure the exact dates. I know them, they're on the calendar. I won't miss it. But it's a virtual online trade show. It's wholesale. So it is a trade show for shop owners, online and brick and mortar shop owners, to come shop with needlework designers like me and get all of the latest and greatest products from the industry, from the community of designers that is quite vast. So on social media, people have been sharing their sneak peeks of their upcoming releases, including me. And I've just really been getting excited and enjoying seeing what people are putting out. This Needlework Expo is taking the place this year only of Nashville Needlework Market, which was an in-person market that happens every year in Nashville, and it's a big to-do in the industry. Unfortunately, this year it had to be canceled, as so many things have been. But I am so thankful that Janice Note of Noteworthy Needle stepped in and is hosting and organizing and doing all the logistics, which I can't even begin to fathom, for Needlework Expo. So although this is for the industry, shop owners, people with credentials only to attend, I am trying to come up with ways that I can share the experience with you. It will most likely be on Instagram, so if you are an Instagrammer, follow me and I will take you behind the scenes as much as I can. I'm very anxious to see how this goes. I wish it were going to be in person, but this is the next best thing, and I look forward to catching up with some shop owners, some other designers throughout Needlework Expo. So stay tuned for that. I guess that kind of transitions us right into business news, the Expo. As for my reveals, I always do a reveal video before products, new designs are available, because I want you guys to see what my new designs are, what the called for materials are. If you might like to stitch them, I want to give you time to submit your special orders to your favorite LNS or ONS. Local needlework shop or online needlework shop, your favorite shop. I want you to give, I want to give you time to submit your special orders to them so that when Expo comes around, they can include your products in what they're ordering and get things to you ASAP. So although I am not committing to a date yet, this was one of my second year of business resolutions, is not committing to dates unless I am sure. What I suspect is that my reveal video will come around the first of the month. So not too far off now. I will do that reveal video here on Floss Tube. It will be a special edition Floss Tube video for you to watch. I will go over my 5 new designs. That's right, 5. I thought for a minute I would only have 4, but I have 5 thanks to some amazing model stitchers and finishers and ladies in this community who have helped me out. I will have 5 new designs coming out for Expo. Expect that special edition video around the first of the month. Very excited to bring that to you. Oh, the things you guys have seen me working on behind the scenes will all be revealed. And I can't wait to share them with you. I am also probably going to do a reveal video of my mom, who is Kathy Barrick's latest releases too. Not sure when that will be, but stay tuned. I will share all of that information with you. Okay. I have my notes right here. That would make so much more sense instead of having to look down. So I want to chat with you about my newsletter and the freebie chart that went out in my newsletter a couple days before Valentine's Day, so a couple weeks ago. It is the Always Celebration Small. Here it is. It feels like I released this so long ago, but we haven't done a floss tube, so where I can share the information and chat with you about it. So here it is. This is the Arrow Celebration Small. This is a freebie within the Celebration Small series that I will be releasing to my newsletter subscribers throughout the year. The Celebration Small series is in celebration of my first year in business, which was just a dream come true. And what I'm doing is taking small little bits and pieces of designs that I published in my first year, reworking them into a small for you and releasing them as freebies. So this Arrow Celebration Small takes parts from two pieces actually. It is the arrow from Yonder. I should have pulled those out for you. Shoot. See, I'm out of the floss tube groove. The arrow is from Yonder. The Always text is from the pattern Flowers Always, and I just combined them for a sweet little freebie that I finished as a little pillow. Everything that could have gone wrong with this did, but somehow I pulled it together, and this is what I have for you. Let me go over the materials and then I'll tell you. Well, I'll tell you now. Like this was supposed to have a more decorative back on it, but I layered all of my pieces incorrectly before I stitched them together. You can see it's a little imperfect. You can see the handmade nature of this piece, I should say. I'm not a smalls finisher. I learned through doing this that I am not a smalls finisher. And I'm gonna leave that to the professionals. Thank goodness there are talented women in the community who can help me out with this, because this shows me I am not meant to do my own finishing. I'm sure I'll get better as I go, but it was frustrating. I'll just leave it at that. So the details on this freebie that is available to you now are, this is what the freebie looks like if you're interested, and I'll tell you how to get it in a second. But the details on this are, this is 36 count sanguine linen from Weeks Dye Works. It uses a nice long skinny piece, so all of those extra pieces of fabric that you have laying around, this is a great way to use those long skinny pieces up. Use whatever linen you have. This does not have to be finished the way that I finished it, and I think that's part of the beauty of these celebration smalls. Make them your own. Enjoy them, use what you have, don't stress about it. It's supposed to be a fun stitch. So it is sanguine linen from Weeks Dye Works. I used 36 count, and the thread is the Gentle Art Brethren Blue. It was my first time ever using the Gentle Art thread. It was very lovely. I love the variegation in it. And these little bows were made with silk linen from the Thread Gatherer in the colorway Slate Blue. It is so, so pretty. And then there's a little close-up for you. Again, I just finished mine as a pillow. I have seen a lot of people finish this on social media. If you use the hashtag #HelloCelebrationSmalls, I can find your pieces really easily, but they've been tagging me, and the variation in how they finished it, the materials they've used have been really nice. And again, I encourage you to make it your own. So if you're curious how to get this, this is a freebie that went out in my most recent newsletter. So you have to be a subscriber to my newsletter if you want this delivered straight to your inbox. How do you subscribe to my newsletter? There's a couple different ways. There is a link in the description box of this video. You click it, you enter your first name, your email address, submit it, that will subscribe you. There is a link on my website. It is right below the main photo. Or if you're on Instagram, in my profile, there is a Linktree link that you can click and sign up there. All of those ways will get you subscribed to my newsletter, and these freebies will arrive to you throughout the year as I release them. Now, it's not a monthly thing, although I have released a freebie January and February. I'm gonna take a break because of Expo and the craziness that's happening with that and designing and stuff like that. So my next celebration freebie will probably be in April. Don't hold me to that. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a wild hair and release one next month. I don't know. But that's how you subscribe to my newsletter. And for my friends who are very frustrated with me, who say, I've signed up a couple times, I don't know what's happening, it's not showing up. Here is how you can work around that. I have a solution for you. Don't be frustrated with me anymore. First, and this is not my solution, this is just a tip. First, check your spam and your promotional folder. My email newsletter arrives in my promotional folder. So I don't know how the internet decides where these emails end up, but mine's in my promotional folder, so check yours. But if it's still not there, the truth is, I don't know why. I am not newsletter savvy. All I can do is sign you up again, which you've already done. So I don't know why, but here is your solution. I have set my newsletter subscription up so that even if you have already subscribed or tried to subscribe 14 times, what's gonna happen moving forward is when you sign up or re-sign up again, the second that you hit submit on your information, it not only subscribes you to the email list, but it also pops up my newsletter instantaneously on your screen. So even if for whatever reason you're not subscribed, that latest newsletter, sorry, they're doing work. The house next door sold and they're doing work if you hear anything weird. That latest newsletter is going to pop up automatically, which will include the PDF download for the latest pattern. Okay, so I hope that helps. It is your workaround. I'm sorry that you would have to resubscribe, but you can still get it, and that is how. So I just wanted to share that information with you. I promise it's not something that I will go over in every single one of my videos if you are like so sick of hearing about this, but I wanted to let all of my friends know who have not received it, that is the workaround. Set up purposefully, that's how you get it. Okay. I think that's all of my like shop news, updates, things like that. So we're gonna move into what I have been doing. I have been stitching like a mad woman for Expo, and although I have nothing that I can show you because at this point it's all being saved for, 10 days from now. You don't have to wait long. I have been stitching like crazy, and my book of days proves it. I love this book of days. The way I use mine, back up. This is the book of days from Needlework Expo. It's called A Needlework Enthusiast 2021 Book of Days. You can get this from your LNS, do a quick search online, and you can find it. Several floss tubers and people in the community have this, and I love seeing how people are using theirs. Mine is used for tracking what I stitch on every day. So this is my February spread here, and what I've done is actually color-coded the projects that I work on throughout the month. And what I like about that is I can look back and quickly reference, like Clara Hansen is all in blue, and I can look on here and see that I spent 5 days this month stitching Clara Hansen. So that's how I'm using that, along with a plethora of stickers. Are you guys sick of hearing about stickers yet? I hope not, because I have more to show you. So this is my February spread. And then this is my January spread. We're obviously out of this month now, but I just wanted to share what that looks like with you. I have one of my, this is a sticker from Teresa at Shakespeare's Peddler. I love when I get cross-stitch stickers because it just, I mean, could there be anything better for my book of days? So anyway, those are my spreads. I encourage you to do something like this too. I didn't think I would enjoy looking at what I've been doing and referencing it so much, but I really am. So if you can get your hands on a book of days or really any sort of organizer to do the same thing, I think that you might like that too. So unfortunately, I can't show you anything that's in there, but I just wanted to show you that I have in fact been working. Okay, let me just get things sorted out here. So stickers. You guys have been into stickers too, I believe. I don't know, for some reason, just saying this makes me flash back to being like 10 with my sticker collection, and it makes me feel a little bit embarrassed, but I'm gonna go with it. When I was at Michael's ordering frames, custom frames for my new releases, I came across all of these like sticker packs, and a bunch of them were on clearance. So I just wanted to give you guys the heads up on that. If you are into the stickers too, if you're channeling your inner 10-year-old with me, you might want to give Michael's a look. Use a coupon. They have really good stickers in there, and I not only use them on my book of days, but also when I send out orders from my shop. Okay, no more sticker talk. That's that. From here, let's talk linen. So I am constantly ordering linen, and my hope is always to find really reliable dyers who not only have a fabulous product, but who I can order from again and again, and more importantly, you can order from again and again and not have to wait months for the product, because I know how frustrating that is. So I have been like going down a rabbit hole for linen dyers and linen suppliers. And I did, side note, on Instagram, I let everybody know that I was going to be filming a floss tube today and asked if they had any questions. One of the questions I received, one of the many that we will go over at the end of this video, that I received was, are there any dyers I'm particularly looking forward to working with or using their products moving forward? So that question kind of like feeds into what we're going to chat about now, which is this amazing stack of linen. I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. So this amazing stack of linen that I'm still holding is absolutely luscious, and it is from both Fiber on a Whim and Be Stitch Me fabric. So let's chat about that. Fiber on a Whim, I met Kristen at Market last year and saw her beautiful products, and I have talked to Steph, who, you know, does all the ordering for Keepsakes, and she said that Fiber on a Whim is very easy and responsive, very easy to work with, responsive, and products are easy to get. So I was like, ordering right now. Thank you, Steph, for your help with that. I really appreciate it. So I got this stack just yesterday. The colors are gorgeous, and it's my understanding that Fiber on a Whim just launched like a coffee series. So all the colors are named after coffee, and I'm going to share them with you really quickly. If you're interested in getting them, you can order them through your LNS, and they should be easy to source and get. This is all 36 count Affogato. I don't know what kind of coffee that is, but I know that this linen is freaking gorgeous. Look at that. This is Espresso. I know what that is, and I know I do not like it. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Latte. Look at these colors. You can tell I'm, you know, a neutral girl. Didn't get crazy with anything. Cappuccino. Oh, so good. So good. Milk and honey. I love that. And this is my last one. It is cream and sugar. So all neutrals, but so lovely. If you have any questions about the comparisons of these guys, let me know. You can also follow Fiber on a Whim on Instagram, and she can absolutely answer any questions for you too. Now this pile is from Bee Stitch Me Fabrics. I know how you guys feel about Bee Stitch Me Fabrics, Brandy's Fight Nights, like you guys love Bee Stitch Me Fabrics. So I had to reach out to her. I was like, please tell me you have something available that can be reordered from shops or online that I can use because people love you. And she does. She does. So I got this stack in the mail. Brandy, thank you so much for sending these to me. I am so excited to use these. I asked for 3 of these, and then one Brandy threw in because she said it was her favorite, and I am so glad she did because I think it's my favorite too. But you guys weren't wrong. These feel amazing. Her dye job, the modeling is just beautiful, and I'm really excited to try these out. So this is Grogg. This is the one Brandy sent me just because she thought I would like it. Not wrong. This is not another sampler. I apologize. I don't think the light is showing up, or I don't think these colors are showing up perfectly well because of the dreary light. But again, you can go online. This is Vanilla Latte, the most yellow tone that I got, and Satum. Look how pretty those are. Brandy's website is top notch, and one of the things I really love about it is that she shows what each color looks like on the different fiber foundations, as in like linen, Aida, even weave, because that really does change how those fabrics absorb the dyes. So great website. Thank you so much, Brandy. All of this linen, I am so excited to try, and mostly excited that you guys will be able to source it easily. Now, sticking with linen, remember in my last Floss Tube videos, we talked about that massive piece I needed, and I bought white chilt linen in 32 count lamb's wool, and in my last video I held it up and it was so stiff and I was like, I don't think I can use it. But you guys were so kind and not only told me to zigzag stitch the edges, but to give that linen a wash, and it will remove the, I forget what you said it was now, doesn't matter. It removes something and makes the linen much more workable. Boy, were you guys right, what a difference a wash makes. Do not dry. It was just a wash, a line dry, and then a quick iron. And I would say that this linen is super workable and usable now, which I'm so excited about. I stitch in hand using the sewing method. So the texture and the feel really does have a big effect on me because I'm not using a Q-snap or a hoop or anything like that. So I'm very excited that this is now something that I would grab and use. I'm excited to have it in my stash, and I just appreciate all of your help. Is it sizing? Is it sizing that I was trying to wash out? I forget. Something that made it very stiff and now quite usable. So those are my linen hauls. I have some acquisitions to share with you, and then I'm going to do that Q&A real quick. So I have acquisitions via Stitchy Kindness and purchases. Let's start with what is looking me in the face right now. This was the sweetest gift from one of my stitchers, Joanna Roberts. She sent this project bag to me, back with some beautiful stitching she did for me. And she had a picture of my 1-year anniversary celebration printed all over this bag. I love it so much. It was so sweet and kind and thoughtful. And I love it. So I will be using this bag for something very special. Joanna, you are so kind to think of me and to share this happiness part of my celebration with me. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In addition to that, I received a lot of kindness from a friend who shall remain anonymous, which included a collection of the Karen threads that I used on the Hope Celebration Small. By the way, I know I'm bouncing around. The Hope Celebration Small is now linked on my website under freebies if you are still looking for that. It's there now. It's gonna work like when I put out the next Celebration Small, the most recent one will be available on my website. When I put out the next one, it'll just keep a rotation like that. But I used the Wildflower by Karen on the Hope Celebration Small and talked about how much I really liked stitching with it. So I was gifted a collection of Karen threads that I am very excited to use and very appreciative of. Made me smile so much. And I just pulled out 3 of the colors because look at those colors together. Is that not inspiring and like screaming to be a sampler? I just love those. So you might see those popping up again in the future. Along with the Karen threads, this was totally new to me and very exciting. I got several of the Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly magazines. This is a publication that is no longer being printed, but I see people finding them on eBay, on the secondhand market, and sharing the contents, and I had no idea they were so good. So, oh my gosh, this was just so fun. I've been looking through them as I have coffee in the morning, getting inspired, learning so much. They're just fabulous. If you ever see them out and about, don't hesitate to pick them up. There's antique pieces in here. There's patterns and reproductions. They're so great. So this was a very, very thoughtful and happy package that I was so grateful to receive. Thank you very much. Speaking of friends and viewers, I forgot to mention in my last Floss Tube a very happy virtual hug and shout out to Nancy. Thank you so much for watching, Nancy. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm sorry it took me so long to give you a shout out, but hello, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. Okay, that was my happy mail. Let's go to acquisitions, which is not that much actually. I got, this is happy mail. Look at these Gloriana Silks. Oh my gosh. I have been drooling over these since the collection arrived here. Gloriana Silks are like pure luxury. They are amazing. They are absolutely beautiful. They are by far my favorite thing to stitch with. Look at that over-dyed variegation, the colors. Like, you can't pick your favorite Glorianas. They're just so good. And to have a collection here at home as a designer is a game changer, because it means that I no longer have to go to my LNS and spend an obscene amount of time sitting there picking out colors, matching them up, hoping they have everything in stock. What if they don't? So to have a collection here at home that I can take my time and be thoughtful with the color selection on, I'm not embellishing when I say it's a game changer. So I am so thrilled to have Gloriana Silks here for me to use and love and feel. They're so pretty. I just love them. It would be impossible for me to pick my favorite colors. And if Gloriana is in the budget for you, I can't recommend them enough. They change the whole experience of stitching for me. They make it so enjoyable. Every X, every stitch, so enjoyable. So I can't say enough good things about them. You'll be seeing and hearing more about them in the future. I just ordered, and it should be here tomorrow, a dedicated spinner rack for my Glorianas. So rest assured, you will see that in my Instagram, and we'll talk about it in my next video. I will let you know if I like it, if I recommend it. Maybe you want to do the same for all your fancy floss. I don't know. But this makes me just so over the moon happy. And I just love it. Thank you so much. From there, I have the purchase I made recently. This is from Roxanne. She is on Instagram. Sorry. I will put Roxanne's information in the description box below. But she and her husband make these stands for your patterns, and I've seen them on Floss Tube recently. Brenda and Laura shared them, Pam and Steph shared them, and when Pam and Steph shared them recently, I was like, I need one of those. So I quick hopped over to Roxanne's Instagram. She was so helpful, and I was able to order this one this stand in particular because I liked the wood, and the way you use it is you put your chart in this little groove here, and then it stands up, which I think is going to be so fantastic. This is just a flimsy piece of paper, but you know, a traditional chart would stand nice and straight, and I think this will be great for when I stitch on the couch, because I don't know, my charts are always falling over, so this is going to keep it easy to read, and I'm so pleased with this. Their price is amazing. So if you are interested in a stand like this of your own, follow that link in the description box below and you can go see what they have available. On top of stands, Roxanne and her husband also make these thread winders. If you are a thread drop user, I'm a bobbinator, so I was like, what is that word? Thread drops. You guys love your thread drops. And if you are a thread drop user, this would be a very, very helpful tool. This wood is beautiful, by the way. It's just so smooth and like, it feels really good. But the way you would use this is take your fancy floss, your DMC, and wind it in these slots, and then cut in the middle on one side, and it gives you the perfect length for your thread drop. So these are also available from the same Instagram shop linked below. Roxanne, thank you so much. I love it. I have not had a chance to use it. I just received it yesterday, but I can't wait to give it a try. So that'll be linked for you below. And with that, I think we can move into Q&A. If you guys ever have any questions for me, feel free to shoot them to me, Instagram, in the comments of this video, whatever you'd like, and I will answer them for you. So I got just a few questions. One was, what is my favorite fabric to stitch on? I'm a linen 36-40 kind of girl. I like to stitch with silks. And I would say I don't have a favorite beyond, well, I have a lot of favorites, but I would say my go-to is 36 or 40 count linen. My favorite color and cotton is fabulous, but I've just gotten so many new fabulous linens in recently that I feel like there are going to be some new ones. I mean, there's R&R, which is an classic go-to Weeks Dye Works. I prefer old Weeks. I think they are just beautiful. So I would have to say the ones that I have tried and love include Color and Cotton, Weeks Dye Works, R&R. The ones that I am about to try that I think I will love are Seraphim, Fiber on a Whim, and Bee Stitch Me. So stay tuned. Maybe I can update that in the future, but I'm very excited about that. Where do I get my inspiration? Everywhere and anywhere, to be honest. I feel like I am always absorbing ideas and things that stand out to me that make me that I am attracted to, whether it's a colorway or historical needlework, like so many things. I also, this is gonna sound so weird, I also have a lot of designs come to me in dreams. I know what that sounds like, but it's true. Fractor Bees came to me in a dream, and I'm also releasing, you know, that huge piece that I've been telling you about also came to me in a dream. So there's really no telling. I have the most amount of ideas when I am waking up in the morning and when I am drifting off to sleep at night. That is when I am like, so many thoughts coming, and I'm like, don't forget that, don't forget that, don't forget that. But the inspiration can strike from anywhere. What program do I use for designing on the computer? I use Pattern Maker. It is a very outdated program. I don't recommend it. There are so many newer, better programs out there. It's just what I learned on all those years ago, what my mom uses, so we can send patterns back and forth because it's the same program. If I were getting started now, or if you were going to purchase something, it would not be Pattern Maker, just being honest. But you know, we're comfortable with it and it works. Fabric companies I'm excited to work with, already answered that. And where are my glasses from? On Instagram, you'll see me in my glasses regularly. They are prescription glasses. They're blue light reducing glasses, prescription strength, and they are the company Draper James, which I believe is Reese Witherspoon's eyewear company. So I had to go, you know, I got them from my eye doctor. I would not get blue light reducing glasses again. I know that there are benefits, especially because I am in front of the computer all the time, but they change the color ever so slightly when I'm looking at things. And as a designer, not always ideal. I also don't like how the glass that you look through, like when you see my eyes, they're slightly yellow. My 2 cents. You didn't ask for it, but there you go. What planner do I use? So I use the Book of Days that I showed you earlier. And then my regular like daily to-do list, keep track of life planner is a Rifle Paper Company planner. Really, really, really like this. It has enough room for everything. I of course like the pattern on the front, and you can get these online. And then the last question, there were a few other very thought-provoking questions, but I'm going to leave those for the future. The last question I will answer is a question about the spinner rack in my office. I also shared that on Instagram. It is an antique piece that was a hand-me-down from my mom, and it holds all of my Weeks Dye Works threads. I will show you more on Instagram, but it's a one-of-a-kind, couldn't be found again piece that I love. And like I said, I have a new spinner rack arriving tomorrow, which I will keep you posted on in my next video. So with that, I think we're going to wrap this video up. It was so good to catch up with you. I'm sorry that there is literally no stitching in this video, but I hope you're here because you want to get to know me more, and I'm happy to connect with you. So I promise the next video will have all stitching for you, and you can expect that the beginning of March. Follow me on IG for the most updated information, and yeah, I'll see you over there. I hope that you guys are doing well. So good to connect with you again. Take care, keep stitching, stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy and happy. Until next time, bye.